Hey everybody, Jay here from Modern Mississauga, and in today's modern motoring review, we're looking at the 2018 Infiniti Q50 Sport trim. Pretty much mostly a carryover. There's a few cosmetic changes going into the 2018 model year. Q50's been around since 2013, late 2013. Looked at the side profile. We'll just quickly duck back there for a sec. It's got a nice clean shape to it, nice flowing design lines, pretty standard fare for a luxury vehicle, nothing too flashy or fancy. 19-inch tires. Snow tires are on there right now because it is the beginning of December. Take a look around the back for the LED lights. A little bit of tinkering has been done here by Infiniti for the 2018 model year. I'm not sure if you can see them on. They are on. Let me get a little closer here. Yeah, they are on. Kind of a cool sweeping design with the lights back here, very nice. This is the all-wheel drive version. The Infiniti logo right there. We'll take a quick pop in the trunk. Not a power trunk, as in it doesn't open up all the way by itself, but it just releases. There is 382 liters of cargo space back here. I got some magazines because, well, as you know, that's what I do for a living. But you can throw a couple of suitcases back there or some groceries or whatever it is you need to. So we'll just shut her back down. Right there, the Q50 badging. Would have liked to seen the S in red, but hey, I digress. As we move around to the passenger side, as you know, it'll be the same as the driver's side. But just to give you a bit of a different perspective with a different background and a little less light. Up front, we'll take a look here, and I kind of get the feeling that this is a baby version of the Lexus spindle grille, as you can see, kind of with the where's my finger? There it is, with the kind of the curve there. Not nearly as what's a good word for this? Not really as pronounced as the Lexus's, but it's nice. It's subtle. I like it. Very luxury-esque. Up front, the turning signals are right there. Your LED fog lights, LED day runners, LED night lights, everything's there. So the car looks good all around. You get your integrated turn signals into the side mirrors, which is right there. One touch unlock right there. Very cool, very luxurious. Yeah, so that wraps up the outside. I like the look of the car. It's got a nice clean shape, as I mentioned before. I like the rims. They're 5-spoke, but they've got 3 spokes per spoke, if that makes sense. So there's still a nice clean look to it. It's not as busy as some of the other luxury cars we've taken a look at. All right, that wraps up the outside. We'll come back and take a look at the inside. We're back with the 2018 Q50 Sport all-wheel drive. Just in the back seat here, I'll show you what the front looks like from a little bit of a better angle. Everything's nice and clean. Let's jump up to, before we jump up to the front, our rear air vents right here as well, plus your seat back pockets on either side, plus some papers that I should get rid of before, or at least clean out before I return the car. So let's go back, not back, let's go into the front seat here. Oops, turn the wheel. So starting up front here, you've got your dual screens, which is very Infiniti-esque. So you got 8 inches up front and 7 inches on the lower screen. Sorry, 8 inches on the top, 7 inches on the bottom screen. That's your navigation, kicks in for your phone calls as well. All the good stuff happens here. So you get your audio controls, your menu, and your climate. So menu kind of is right there itself, and it's oops, that's not what I wanted. But use these little directional arrows, and right at the bottom there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your first, second, and nothing on the third. But you get a lot of different pieces of information here. The driving performance, I don't know how many folks will actually use this, but it's got your G-force as well, and your steering, and your navigation, or directional stuff as well, and then your fuel flow, fuel consumption, and fuel economy. What have I done? 313.3 kilometers, hitting up 12.1 for the average. The city average is 12.3, highway 8.5, combined around 10-ish, so I'm on par for it. Car holds 76 liters of fuel as well, so a little bigger on the gas tank side, but that's totally okay, because it's if you drive the right way, you'll get a lot better mileage out of it as well. So your HVAC controls are here. That's your duals right there. So passenger, driver, your rear, your front, your circulation, and your master on-off switch as well. Audio stuff is pretty easy to work with. What comes with this specific model as standard, where is it? It's a 16 speaker Bose system. So it sounds really, really good. And I recommend turning the volume up to, yeah. Anyways, it's a great system. I love my music. And the car has sounded incredibly well, and full, and it's not tinny at all. So it's a little cold on the morning right now. So what I'm going to do is pop up the HVAC stuff. So that stuff shows up here. What I like is that you have hard buttons for the heated seats, which come standard, and your heated steering wheel. You got to dip into the climate section and then hit that up. So I would have liked a hard button, but I guess you can't get everything, right? What else do we at here? So that's, as I mentioned, the navigation. Navigation comes standard on this vehicle. We'll slide over to the center console, so the dashboard, standard stuff, 2 big dials. Got your TFT screen in the middle, which gives you a bunch of information, including your speed, your fuel economy, your direction, your entertainment, tire pressures, engine oil, and any warnings. Thankfully there's nothing. I can squeeze about another 200 kilometers out. I think if I drive it a little gingerly, I could squeeze out 250. Which isn't too bad, so you'd get a little over 500 kilometers to the tank. Steering wheel, nice. Let me see if I can go back a bit and give you a better shot at it. Simple, nice 3-spoke design. Audio controls on the left, which is the smart way to do things, and that's just how I like it. Sunglasses holder up here. I have no sunglasses. It's foggy outside today, so I don't need them. And that's your standard fare up there. In here, let me just pull this back a bit. The lip chapstick does not come with it, but you do get a little bit of power there. Let me shift that back into park. Here's your control system for the navigation up front. So I'm doing stuff there. It's changing the map, and that's all controlled from there as well. Very nice and easy to use. Drive modes, there are 6 of them. So personal, sport plus sport, standard, eco, and snow. I keep mine in standard for most of the time because it's just an easy way to do things. In your little storage cubby, you do not get a key to a 2004 Honda Accord. As much as you want one, sorry, you can't have it because it's mine. A couple of USBs, auxiliary, and another little bit of power right there as well. We'll close that up. What I don't like is the gear shift's really high. And I think it's me nitpicking, but if the car's in drive, which it is now, I'm not moving, just to kind of show you guys, just putting it in drive. So it's perfectly leveled out if you want to play with the volume or your seek categories or track or radio or whatever your controls are here, and that's all fine and all. So you've pretty much got your wrist, or the end of your wrist, resting on here, but I don't like that it's so high. I know I would have liked to have it. I would like to have had it be, maybe a couple of inches lower. It seems to get in the way, and you should never rest your hand on the gear shift, whether it's a manual car or automatic when you're driving. In this specific case for the Q50, you could slide it over to the manual mode by accident. That's not what you want, and if you don't use it very often, you might be thrown off by it and cause an unnecessary situation. So I don't like that it's so high. I like that it's got the little logo. That's kind of cool and cute and stuff, but I don't like that it's so high. That's my little rant about that. I think that's pretty much it as far as the car goes. It's been a good week in the car. It's been very comfortable to drive. I've done a lot of running around. It is December and Christmas events are happening all over the city. Let's just do a quick rundown on what we have power-wise. This specific model has the 3.0 liter engine, twin turbo, 300 horse, 295 torque through a 7-speed automatic transmission. It's got the downshift rev matching and all-wheel drive running on 19-inch tires. I think I mentioned the 19-inch tires before. You can go down to the bottom of the rung, which still isn't all that bad, for $39,900, and get the 2-liter version of the Q50 with 208 horsepower. Way at the top is the Red Sport, which gives you 400 horsepower. Price point for this specific vehicle is $47,995. So you're looking around a little over 50 on the road, maybe mid 50s on the road with your taxes and your PDIs and all that kind of stuff. Overall, I really like the Q50. There's some really nice aluminum trim throughout the sides here and in the middle. The leather is very soft, very comfortable. Infiniti makes fantastic seats. It's very simply, plainly, and nicely luxurious. You know, it's not big, it's not flashy, and that's kind of what I really like about the car. The dual screen's very cool. I know Volvo has that big mega screen, but I like that there's a combination of hard touch buttons for not only your audio controls but your temperature controls, because sometimes when you're wearing gloves you just want to touch something and go, instead of digging through a ton of different menu options through a touch screen as well. Push button start is standard as well. Yep, I think that pretty much wraps up the vehicle review. I like the Q50. I like specifically this trim, the Q50 Sport all-wheel drive. Comes in handy around Christmas, also known as winter, when the roads are not quite ideal, and that all-wheel drive will definitely give you a little more control on the road. As usual, it's the driver that has the final say, but if you're given the right set of tools, you're in a better spot. Anyways, any questions, let me know. Jay@modernmississauga.com in the comments on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or YouTube. Plenty of ways to get in touch with me. Thank you for watching. It's great to be able to share this information with you, and we will be back in a few days with another review. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.